Dark here. Today I wanted to do a show for Freeform Dreadlock Talk. Just one moment, I gotta let my cat out. Okay, I'm back. So basically the only thing I wanted to share with you guys for Freeform Dreadlock today is that I made a satin cap to sleep in. I'm wearing it right now. I recently went to the thrift store that's nearby in my neighborhood, and I was able to find a bunch of satin fabric. I was looking for silk fabric or silk scarves, but they didn't have much of a choice there as far as scarves. Most of the scarves they sell at that thrift store that I went to are like half scarves, which is something that I already have. I wanted a full-on coverage of my head at night so that I can retain moisture so it doesn't dry out as much. And I noticed when I was wrapping it up with what that half scarf type deal, it was kind of working but not working. So yeah. And at this stage in my having Freeform dreadlocks 23 years, I never really experienced a ton of dryness, but as the years have gone by, I feel like it's necessary now to wear something over my head at night and something on my head while I'm doing chores and going about, my daily life. I don't feel like I want to have my dreadlocks out all the time anymore now that they're getting a little bit lengthier. Some of them getting past my shoulders, to my shoulders, and just keeping it protected too from like when you're eating, when you're drinking, whatever it is you're drinking. You don't always want your dreads to dip into it. That's some of my tea. Speaking of drinking. So I'm going to take off the bonnet or sleeping cap, whatever you're going to call it, and I'm going to show you the fabric that I used and just kind of explain to you how I did it. I can't do it step by step because I've already finished this. But yeah, it's pretty easy to make, but it takes time, especially if you're sewing it by hand. So I'll be right back and get the fabric and show you how I did it. Okay, I'm back with the fabric. The fabric's kind of tore up, but this is the satin fabric that I use. It's purple. Basically what I did, and it's going to be hard to show you this with it already being cut up, but basically what I did was I folded up all this fabric into one solid square so it's doubled kind of, and then basically what I did was I took a Sharpie and drew out the shape kind of like of the top of a mushroom, kind of did a shape, and I approximated how big it would be or how small it would be to fit over my head. When I made it, I overestimated the size, so you could actually measure the circumference of your head. So let me show you what it looks like. I'll take it. So that's my hair. So yeah, it feels nice and soft and doesn't feel raggedy or anything like that. Smells good too. But this is what it looks like. Pretty much that basic shape. You see what I'm saying? I know it's not perfect. Every little stitch wasn't perfect. That's because it was sewn by hand. But it does the job. And if you want to retain the moisture in your hair and your hair not to dry out, if you're having a problem with that. I wasn't having a problem with that for a long time, so I didn't feel the need to wear any kind of bonnet or anything like that on my head. But like I said, years gone by, now it's starting to get drier, and the environment that I live in, the water isn't that great. Yeah, so I wanted to hydrate as much as I can, and also remember, drink lots of water too. We can do a lot of things to help protect our dreadlocks on the outside, but what are we doing to protect them from the inside? So yeah, drink lots of water, drink lots of nutritive teas, which I do every day, and that can help a lot. So I did notice a difference tonight and how it feels. I just now took it off because I just woke up. I just now took off the cap, and my hair does feel nice. So and it didn't fall off in the middle of the night. So the only thing with working with satin is that the satin is very hard to cut through with scissors. So you gotta have really sharp scissors. I think maybe my scissors aren't that sharp because I've had them for ages. So get some really sharp scissors to go through this. If you want to make this project go faster, instead of doing it by hand, you can do it. You can even wear it as a regular old hat. If you don't want to do it by hand, you want to go faster, you can invest in a sewing machine, and then it'll go a lot faster. But yeah, all of my dreads fit in there. Long time ago, I had bought a sleeping cap when I first started on my Dreadlock adventure. And it was one that I got from what was it? Yeah, I just got it from a regular drugstore. And even though it had elastic on it and all that, for some reason, somehow it would slip off my head. So maybe it wasn't big enough or whatever. But I was like, forget this, I'm not doing this. And at the time I didn't need it, like I said. But nowadays, I do, because as you can see, a lot of them are getting a lot more length to them. So even in the back, there's a bunch in here, like these right here, used to be little baby ones, now they're getting longer. So yeah, it's a great way to protect your hair and from the elements too, because when I go outside, there's a lot of people smoking commercial tobacco cigarettes, and there's like this barbecue place I go by, so it's like I really don't want my hair absorbing all those smells. And yeah. So yeah, I just wanted to share with you that I did make myself a cap to sleep with at night, and also to wear during the day if I want to protect my hair further, instead of just putting it up, and whatever, putting it up in buns and things like that. That can sometimes wreak havoc on my scalp, because I don't let my dreads, I let my dreads join. I don't separate them. So certain styles I can't do all the time, like a bun, one bun or two buns or whatever. I can't do those Bantu knots, they're too fucking tight. That was a long time ago that I did Bantu knots. But anyway, but yeah, I just thought I'd share with you guys. It's a really easy thing. You can buy yourself some satin or silk and just make your own cap. It's pretty easy to do. It just takes time. That's a lot of reason why people don't do it, because it takes too much time, so, for them. But it's a relaxing thing to do. If you don't have a sewing machine, if you have needle and thread and scissors, you can still make it in the fabric. So that's what I did. I don't have a sewing machine, and I just made it from scratch. And it's very easy. Just, sew out that shape, that mushroom shape, and then go to it. I might be able to do a tutorial if I had a proper camera, but I'm not going to try to do that today. Maybe I could take photos of a step-by-step and post it up on my blog, my art blog. I haven't put anything up on my art blog in ages. So if you're wondering what my art blog is, it's Trina's Art, I think it is, yeah, trinasart.blogspot.com. So you can check that out, because I have a whole bunch of other tutorials you might enjoy. So I hope you enjoyed today's show for Freeform Dreadlock Talk. Share with me any things you guys have made. It makes me feel like a Smurf, actually. A purple Smurf. My husband called me Mama Smurf. So yeah, look at that. Da-da. Keeps her protected. I got a loose, gives a loose thread. I gotta tighten it up, but yeah. Anyways, but that's what it looks like. Very comfortable, very roomy for your dreads. Yeah, just measure your head, get an idea of how big you need it or how small you need it, and there you go. Instant protection. I'm thinking about making some actual silk or satin caps that are like more daytime type of deal with embroidery on it in the future. So I'll keep you posted on that. But yeah, these are pretty easy to make. Don't have to buy one. The fabric I bought for making this cap is very cheap, so got it from the thrift store. So yeah, I'm really happy about that. Alrighty guys, until next time, thanks for joining me, thanks for subscribing, thanks for liking and sharing my videos with your friends and family. And yeah, feel free to comment, and like I said, let me know if you've done anything like this, made your own cap. Pretty easy. It doesn't have to look fancy or perfect, just as long as it covers your head at night and it's made out of silk or satin and not cotton. so the cotton doesn't rub you of all the moisture and goodness that's in your dreadlocks. Alrighty guys, brightest blessings to y'all, and I'll see you soon.